Oh, yo. Today's been a busy day. Hey, friends! Where do we want to start? Lori, as your little fucking empire is crumbling around you and you're too busy on the fucking internet. Right? Thanks, guys. I see you. Keep tapping because somebody has a reporting problem, you know? I can't figure out who it is, but does it suck that you spend all your time sitting in my live reporting like a mad person and I'm down for 10 minutes? Ugh. Lord. She gives all the scammers. All of them. All of them. She does not discriminate. Why? Because you are the company you keep, right? I guess, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have 6 accounts with live capability. That sucks. It's crazy. Yes. I know. I did. I heard. I was a little busy. Yeah, we could start there if you want, because I was going through that. Lori, listen to me, baby. Okay? Nobody is afraid of you. Do you understand that? I don't think you do. Crashing out is an understatement. Crashing out is an understatement. Nobody is afraid of you. Do you understand me? Am I supposed to shake? Bitch, you can't afford toilet paper. Let's be serious here. Fuck. Flippy. Yeah, nobody's afraid. Hi, y'all. Hi. So, Lori, how does it feel to only have Liar Boss to be friends with? Do you know that those people, I don't know, maybe you don't know, to each their own, but yo, listen, it could never be me. You hear me? You hear me? Hola. Embarrassing is right. I don't know. Listen, I guess we could talk about Gabby. Gabby. I am from New York, yes. Gabby, did you get on this here internet thinking you were making your situation better? Did you think you were making your girl? You showed a negative HCG test, girl. Yes, Tiffany, but it is being handled by the people that should be handling it. I'll find out. Gabby, do you understand? I appreciate you, Flyers. Do you understand that when you are pregnant, okay, you realize it takes like weeks for the HCG to be leveled out. You know that, right? You got on the internet with your whole chest and said that you were pregnant. Girl. Does anybody want to know? I just want to know why you will show every document possible except for a discharge paper. Shock face. No, I get it. I didn't see it all. Let me back up a second, okay? She was live for way too many hours. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. She was live for way too many hours to me. Like, I have a life, right? So, like, I got a lot going on. Exactly, Carrie. I got a lot going on in my life, right? At this present moment, okay? Yo. Okay. Oh, did you love it? I love the merch is so comfortable. I'm so glad. Right. So I watched some of it. I did watch some of it, right? Good afternoon. And I was like, girl, what? Like, one example of proof was worse than the next. And she stays indignant. Girl, this is why you get what you get. Do you understand that? Also, hi, Give a Talk. Digging deeper and deeper. It's truly crazy. Also, I just, you know what? I favorited it. It's crazy to me. Why are they like this? I am terrified for the future. With you guys are the ones that are raising children. I know she did. What up, Squishy? I did favorite this one, so we could talk about that. Hold on. Let me go back. As far as the Emily Pike situation, I will say Austin Foreman is aware and plans to speak to I tagged him in the prior videos of Bankhead Baby, where she was sitting modding for Lori when Lori was being super disrespectful to the disabled community. Okay, local's gonna local. I know that's right. Well, can you calm the fuck down? Like, I got shit to do. Do y'all have any idea what my phone does? When these fucking, hi Chrissy, when these crazy people are acting crazy, do you have any idea what my phone does? Yes, and I can't shut it off because I also have kids. Here we go. Hold on, where is it? This one? Thank you. Just once. I have a 16.
What are you doing?
Just to, I'm telling, stampeding. There's only one villain, bitch. Real quick, because it was said in the chat, the indigenous community will be addressing Lori for the things that she's doing. I have acquaintances, I guess you could say, where we cross paths in situations, right? So I just feel it's a lot like how I feel about veterans, right? When I come across something with veterans, I usually slide that over to the veterans because it's really not my place. I don't want to speak for the indigenous community, so I kind of just give them the stuff, and they go from there, right? Thanks, Salty Nick. Vicky, this is an understatement.
You can't hear her with your more. No. Hey, Chloe. She is killing me now. She's like, your brother. I gave her extra food. Like, I can see that she's taking it.
Terrible. No, this is a video that my favorite. Sorry, my cat is demanding my attention.
Like 20 minutes to be like. That's very nice.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Where are you going?
This is Gabby.
Oh, okay. What? Yeah, I'm right here. Let's go.
She is. She's a cute cat. She's a good cat.
She's like very little.
Right, and I agree. I think that's a respectful thing to do. It's not really my place to speak on things in somebody else's community, right? I could call it out, but that's the most that I'll do. She wants attention when she wants attention. She wants me to move my arm so that and sit back so that she could sit on my lap. Muffin?
You need to wash your hands. Yeah, go.
She's a
That was a picture a long time ago.
Oh, wow. You guys both have changed.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you have.
Hold on, y'all.
Nita has too.
She is the boss. Look, she's trying to force me to pet her on my head.
Listen to your mother.
I got my toes done.
It's a favorite of video.
Thanks,
guys.
Make a better choice and wash your hands now.
But then her hair flies in the air and gets on my chapstick.
What? Oh, I don't know what you like.
Hi, Rose.
That's so cute. Yes.
Good afternoon. I fast forwarded as much as
Mel, I can't box you. You gotta be a subscriber.
Yeah, I got it this morning. That's why.
But you're my mod, so I'm wondering why you can't even.
Yeah, I can't
You should be.
If you're not a subscriber.
Usually when you're a mod, I don't know. That's weird. It says she's a mod?
Yeah, but I couldn't get the box either. Unless I was subscribed.
No, because when you were commenting, it had the claim on there.
Yeah, because I just subscribed to this morning.
Right, but I'm telling you, that's
But
why
before
this
that,
is saying on her account doesn't look like she's subscribing, does it? Or am I wrong?
It'll say clam. Look at that. Look at you.
Mel, Wow.
How much they look alike?
Yeah, they do.
I can't
That was
see.
Keith.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't keep his age.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. That's so weird. Do you want me to go on my regular account? I can. I'm good.
Keith before he remembered.
When you're a mod,
Sorry, I
you
should've
automatically get into your
guessed
sub lives. Oh, is that how it works? You just can't get in my box?
Why?
Do you want me to go to my other account?
Oh.
Hey.
What?
Don't say it out loud. See? Blank, blank. Okay. They go down. They going down. Like Donkey Kong.
There's people in?
No.
Bitch. Call the popo, ho. Okay? I don't commit crimes. I don't do that. Okay? There is absolutely nothing that you could do because you, Gabby, have provided enough evidence over the last 3 years on the internet for anyone to make an actual substantiated report with CPS, okay? But didn't you say this same shit a couple of months back when you were serving people with fake cease and desists? I remember you saying that same shit. Aren't you tired? How many trees are going to have to die because you don't understand that you can't charge people for crimes that they're not committing? You can't walk in with binders of screenshots from fucking Discords, Reddit pages, and just say, they did it. You can't do that. The criminal justice system does not work that way. Do you have any friends that have, like, intelligence? Right, exactly. Is not one of your friends saying, hey, this isn't how it goes here? Because that's alarming. Elfin, keep your clothes to yourself. Listen, there is nothing, okay? Listen to me. Do you know how many people have tried to silence me on the internet? I am very well aware of what I am legally able to do and what I cannot do. All right? Like, the eye roll can't eye roll enough in this situation. I kind of just started. That's not how it goes, y'all. Thank you. It's crazy to me who Amy is. Am I supposed to know who Amy is? Somebody that is this girl's friend. I don't give a shit who it is, okay? Somebody needs to help this girl. I know. I'm sorry she did that to you. I can't imagine what your DMs were like. It's truly crazy to me that nobody is telling her, hey, you need to get some help for yourself. Listen, if this were my friends, we'd have a problem. We'd have a problem. This girl, I'm telling you, insanity. This girl sat on the internet yesterday, okay? Now let me explain. Let me explain for you that don't know how this goes, like, on my end, right? These people that are sitting in her lives that are on her side, they're watching her lie, all right? They're catching the inconsistencies, and then they wind up in my DMs. Every fucking time. You understand that? Every time, every person that I've covered, it always happens. Because not everybody is as stupid as y'all are, okay? Do you think that there are not women in your chat, Gabby, who saw you flash a negative HCG test? Do you not realize that yesterday you said that you took a pregnancy test on March 8th or March 9th? I forget what it was because I was already in bed. Hi, Feisty. And then you, oh, you're right, HGC, my bad. And then you said that you had discharged after. None of it made sense, girl. No, thank you. I appreciate you. None of it makes sense. On top of the fact, are you doing clam slams in the street, dude, a week after a miscarriage? you are making your situation way harder than it has to be, because you cannot just say, I fucked up and I'm sorry. I could promise you that the best values that I raised in my kids were things like honesty, integrity, accountability. When you're wrong, you own it. You're good. It happens. This is madness. Self-respect. It does, Melanie. You're right. And that's what I lean towards also. I heard her say that all of her STD things came back negative. That's not how it works, Gabby. You realize that some things take longer in a lab to grow in order to diagnose? Do you know that that's how they diagnose? Hi, Sophie. When they take your blood in a hospital, it goes to a lab. That lab then tests it. Some things come back sooner than others. Betty, I wish I knew, but I think that we're both on the same page. I think that we're both on the same page. You cannot just accuse people of things that they're not committing. What up, Pity Paws? That's not how it goes. You could have all the fucking screenshots. You can have all the screenshots from Reddit, from Discord, from fucking comment sections. If you don't have the person that made those comments, you ain't going anywhere with it. And you are never going to be able to hold someone accountable legally for things that they are not doing. That's why there is court. That's why people have court after they're charged. You're not going to be able to get Feisty in trouble for the reports that she filed. They were filed legally. There is genuine concern here. If you are on the internet, you are displaying major signs of mental health issues here. Let me explain to you. A normal person, when they get caught lying or something along those lines, right, they just admit it. They don't double down. They don't continue to concoct stories, manufacture screenshots. It doesn't happen. Also, I heard her asking Aaron what color her discharge was, and I just want to be clear, girl, he ain't credible either. Okay? He is not going to, like, here, just because you asked him doesn't mean, oh, we believe you, right? Right? Sunkissed, beat it. You're always in here running your mouth. Why do you bother coming in here? Do you think that I give a shit about your opinion of me? Honestly. Do you think that I give a single fuck about what you say? Honestly. Do you think that it affects me, what you think of me, as I get, I don't even know how many DMs, messages, emails every day thanking me for what I do here on the internet? I bet that doesn't happen with you, does it? I bet not. Is that what you're mad about? Are you mad that people don't thank you for your service and the time that you put in trying to help people on the internet? I bet they don't. I bet they don't. Weird. Weird. I don't generally sit in lives of people that I don't care for, always run my mouth. I don't do that. It's weird energy. You know that? Stagey. Crystal Craze, I don't worry about Lori's threats. She doesn't have two nickels to rub together. But it does, though, Sunkiss. Is that where the disconnect is? You know that these people don't just... I was just having this conversation with somebody, actually, right? I don't just come across these people. You know that people bring situations to me, right? You do know that, right? That a lot of times that's what's happening here, right? I don't just pull somebody's name out of a hat and be like, I'm gonna deal with this. That's not how it goes on my end anyway. Is that how it goes for you? Because that's not how it goes for me. Hold on, I'm sorry. I got it. It's my sister trying to bring me coffee because she's such a good sister. But anyway, that you realize that there are people, victims, that usually come to me and provide me with the things that I need, right? You know that, right? Or no? That sucks for you. That sucks for you, honestly. It could never be me. No, sorry. So it sucks for you. I can't imagine, like, thinking that I know something that I don't. You have no idea how many messages I get from people daily because they don't have the platforms to speak for themselves. I do. Hi, Gabby. Oh, do you want a box? Do you want to explain to us how you have a negative HCG level? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. I love that you come in here, though, because you know what that does for any type of anything that you try. Go ahead.
You want me to explain it like I've explained it so many times, but okay, here we go.
You understand that your explanation is medically impossible.
Well, I thought you wanted me to explain it.
Go ahead.
So,
I'm listening. I'm all ears. Somebody get sun-kissed out of here. Come back on a different account, babe. Go ahead. I'm listening.
All right, here's how this all goes down. I'm going to say this once and one time only. Of course, I said this multiple times. The ER was negative. I had a positive pregnancy test. Then it was negative at home. My everything that was
pregnancy test?
Dylan, I'm asking you to let me speak.
No. I'm asking questions because you're unclear.
I am done.
But you're not clear.
You're not letting me talk. How do you expect me to say something that you want me to come in and talk about, but you're interrupting me? So
am I not supposed to have questions as you talk?
You can answer. I can answer them when I'm done. But let me explain.
Okay. No boxes.
Damn.
Go ahead.
I had a positive test. This all started back in, I had 1 month, which was in January. It was a regular period. Then in February 9th and 10th, it was not a period. It was brown and pink. It was weird, whatever. Then it was the next month. Same thing, okay? I never had actually a period. I had a positive pregnancy test. Then I took it again. Then it was negative. So I was talking to an OBGYN nurse, and I said, what is going on? I had a lot of questions. She told me to go in. She told me to go in. She told me to go in. I never did. I was like, well, I'm just going to wait. Maybe next month, and I'll get my period. Okay, whatever. I was like, it's nothing serious. So then it just got to the point where when I found out it was negative, I'm like, I need to go in. Something's not right. And then there was something that came out of me. I was like, I got to go in. So I went in. And so because I already knew that I had a positive, then a negative, I was like, okay, maybe there's something going on. Maybe it's an ectopic. Maybe it is a miscarriage. I don't really know. We are trying. I have adenomyosis. I have endometriosis. I have a lot of those things going on with my body. Okay, so I was thinking, what the heck is going on? There's so many things happening, and something does not feel right. And I had veins on my abdomen. My breast was large. There was leakage coming out. There was so much stuff that was going on with me. Okay. So then what happened was I went to the ER, explained to the doctor what was happening to me, showed him proof, showed him pictures, showed him everything. That is when the doctor did his exam, the ultrasound, and he said you are having what is called a chemical pregnancy. You're
okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Hold on. Do you understand?
They tested my, listen.
Do you know how chemical pregnancies are diagnosed, Gabby?
Listen to me.
You know that I have a nursing degree, right? Do you know that?
What you guys are not understanding is I already have lost it already before even going into the doctor because I waited so long. When your HCC levels, when you're pregnant, they double up, don't they? They
Correct.
double up, right?
Daily. Hold on.
Okay, so
they double up daily.
When you lose a kid, it drops double. So that's
Correct.
why the OBGYN, okay.
Why is hold on. Why is your HCG test that you showed negative?
Because I already, oh my God.
No.
I already lost
you would
it.
still, hold on. You would still right now have a positive HCG, Gabby.
No, not
That's
necessarily.
fact.
Everybody is different. I understand what you're saying, but everybody is different.
Wrong.
And it was the time frame. It was the timeline. That
you
is what
would
we're
still
saying.
Be testing high HCG now.
And call my doctor. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you the truth. What my OBGYN has told me about the HCC levels.
I don't believe you.
Then don't believe me. Because
listen,
I have
I don't.
documentation. Then don't believe me.
That's
Then
your fault that I don't
me.
believe you. It doesn't make sense, Gabby. Science is science.
Then the OBGYN was wrong. Not me.
Do you have that in paperwork?
OBGYN was wrong.
How about this? Do you have that in paperwork?
I showed it.
You showed. Do you realize what you showed, Gabby?
Oh my God.
Should I tell you again? I have a nursing degree. Do you understand that?
Okay, a nursing degree.
Correct.
Right. Most of you guys, okay, then if you, okay, you know what? Let's just clear this up. Why don't we just call my OBGYN? Then
I will
she
do
can
that
tell
with you. You want me to do that with you?
Okay,
I will do that.
There you go. Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Anything else?
Sure, add me on Instagram. I will do that call with you.
Sounds great. Goodbye.
Bye. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. How many people? Let's try it this way, okay? Certifiable. I really think she believes her own shit, y'all. But Gabby, just so you know, the more you come over here, right, to my platform, the less you're going to be able to get me on something like harassment, right? I just thought you should know that, right? Okay, so now, if we go back, okay, where is it? It's too many fucking screenshots in my phone from today. How many of y'all gotta dump your devices every day? How'd you know? How's my Tinsley? Don't tell me it's in this device. It might be. Fuck me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This right here, this says negative HCG. Okay, this she posted. It says negative HCG collected on March 9th, 2025, 9:36 p.m. I would assume is the ER visit, right? Anybody, would you correct me? Because I'm not thinking about it. You would, Beans, I know you would still have an HCG level. But this is the night of said miscarriage. Hi, Shell! This is the night of said miscarriage, right? It would not drop that quickly. I know that. I know that. I know that. How long after? It could be positive for weeks, y'all. Now, hold on. Let me back up a second that I could make sure that the information is correct. Depending, when you are early in pregnancy, right? You test, right. And it depends on how far you are into pregnancy. But that value would never be negative. Okay. Also, if you know how chemical pregnancies are diagnosed, it's this level right here. Okay. So by showing this, she proved to be a liar. Do you understand what I'm saying? So correct, Colleen, that too, right? And here's my thing. The level would be different the further you are. Allegedly. The further you are in pregnancy, the more that level will rise. You follow me? I always find the doozy, Shell. Also, I want to just quickly touch on, because when I was sitting in Feisty's live last night, I heard her say POC was point of care. Not in this instance, it's not. Okay? You might be able to gaslight those people over there, but I am an educated woman, Gabby. It ain't gonna be me. Science is science. Period, y'all. It is product of conception. Product of conception, which her documents said there was no proof of. Point of conception, you're right. So I don't understand, for any woman that thinks that her behavior is okay, y'all have problems. Y'all have issues. And I heard you, Gabby, if you're still here, try to gaslight your way out of an apology saying you didn't mean to hurt anybody. Exactly. Some of y'all with these account names. Okay? And you also said that your doctor claimed that it was point of care, didn't you? In this instance, it was point of care. You said that last night. I could have sworn I heard you say that. See, the problem that you're going to have, Gabby, is my memory is almost photographic. Okay? If I see it, I'm probably going to remember it for the rest of my life. Or at least I get, like, my memory starts to go. Okay? This story is different than the story that you told 2 weeks ago. Or the first time you told this story. Okay? It's different. This is why people call you a liar. It's because this story is constantly morphing into exactly. I'm not stupid. I would call that number myself, and she would give consent. I'm not dumb, y'all. Hi, guys.
Hi.
What's going on? You know you're up here?
Yes. I was just saying my sister went into an 11-week appointment for pregnancy that was confirmed, and it was found that the baby had died around 6 weeks, and yet her HCG was still increasing, but not doubling. So a chemical pregnancy would not be a baby.
Mm-hmm. I do know that there's some difference with that as well. Chemical pregnancy is like it's not a real baby, so to speak, right? It is, it's almost like a false positive due to the chemical rise, if that makes sense.
She would still be positive.
100%.
Yep.
100%. 100%. I do not want anybody to think that because I just had that conversation with her, I believe her, because that is not factual. I do not believe her.
Thanks, Phil. Can somebody drop me?
You're good. Can I drop out? You're right. Thank you, Anya.
I just want to say we are talking about a girl that has no ideal about the human or the female anatomy.
I agree.
Her mod Hollywood was over there saying in the live last night when her stories kept changing that you can conceive a child without ovulating, and Gabby was agreeing.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it all. To be honest, I see people talking about Sucker Guy. He knows that he never knew Lori. I don't know if that's what's going on in the chat, but he never knew Lori. Lori was lying. I didn't see it all, right? But what I was listening to, none of it made sense.
Oh no, none of it made sense. Baby! And Villain, she most definitely did say, because I even commented in her chat last night, talking about the point of conception, right? And she was like, no, my doctor told me that was point of care.
Correct.
That makes no sense, because if that's what it was, why would it say no point of care?
It wouldn't.
You're at a doctor's office.
It was conception. And that's why I'm saying I'm not going to believe her. I know. I'm so glad you did, though. I'm not going to, I watched her say, oh, my doctor said it means this. I watched her. So why would I believe her doctor say that her HCG levels would be negative? I wouldn't. It's bullshit. Hi, Jake.
And she is fully convinced that her HGC levels are zero negative because she's already lost the baby.
I just want to be 1000% clear here. Okay. I have no doubt in my mind that if she got a positive pregnancy test, it would have been all over this motherfucker. You hear me? Okay? She cannot wait to tell and I watched her do it a few months back. All right? I watched Aaron and her both come to the internet and claim to be pregnant. Okay? And then it was, we just thought we were. Okay, so if she got a positive pregnancy test, she would have been doing that same shit months ago, because that was an evap line she did that for. So I don't believe that either.
Well, the HCG test that she said she took last night was proven to be a Google image.
Correct. I know there was some discrepancies there, which is why I didn't want to bring it up. I don't know exactly what it was, and I don't want to speak on things that I don't know, but I do know that I do know that somebody posted one of the images that she already, a pregnancy test that she already used was a Google stock photo. Correct. Thank you. That's what I don't know the specifics there. And I just tend to stay on factual information. So I prefer to, got ya. I prefer to keep it strictly truth-based because I understand that that's what people look to me for. And I haven't done the research to figure out what was going on.
I just think somebody needs to educate her on how, and her mom Hollywood, like you cannot conceive a baby without ovulating an egg.
100%. First off. Secondly, I cannot, I gave her the last time that she tried to come over here. I bet she wishes she took that chance I gave her because none of this would be happening. I would have told a couple of credible other people, listen, I saw the proof. I'd have made a video and people would have backed off this situation because they would understand that in order for me to say I saw it, I would have had to see it. But she thought she knew better.
I just wonder if she knows why women have a period. What is the purpose of the period?
Right.
I don't think she does. So Jenna, I did say that last night. Show me the metadata of the photo. I would take that. Although here's the thing, y'all. I believe she'd Photoshop that too. It's when you are known for manufacturing evidence, I don't believe the things that you try to send me as proof. However, the things that she has posted as proof of this pregnancy, I've seen the spelling errors. It would be in medical shorthand. All right. Notes, doctor notes, medical professional notes would be in medical shorthand.
It would also have, punctuation and not be one big run-on sentence.
100%. Right. So, Sammy, I could touch on that a bit because I did see it. And in my opinion, it looked like it was just a general risk that would have been put anywhere. That's just my opinion. It happens that people too, right? And they make mistakes. However, all the other stuff with that coupled with all the other stuff is what I'm like, Right. Exactly. Hi, soccer guy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What's going on?
Not much. I seen some comments on there that they want me to come up and talk about this whole Lori shenanigans and all that, if that is her real name.
You are welcome to do that.
Yeah. So you guys are hearing it from me, and I'm sure you guys probably saw the video clips anyways, but you guys are gonna hear it from me anyways. So I don't know her. I have no affiliations with her, and I want nothing to do with her. And I did see what she looks like through Sugar's live, and supposedly that I'm romantically in a relationship with this person.
Yeah,
no,
she was coming to visit you.
Gross. No, not to my knowledge. No.
I don't know how she plans, because from what I know, you are in Canada. I don't know how she'd get there because she can't get into Canada with her record.
Yeah. But honestly though, I would rather do a blow up doll than actually touch that thing. I'm sorry, but I just had to say that.
I get it. And I'm sorry. I know that sometimes, and I understand both sides of it, right? I understand that people, because she does stuff like this, people just want you to know, hey, you're in a relationship with this lol cow over here, right? So they're trying to tell you, hey, just so you know, she's telling people that you're with her and y'all are fucking dating and she can't wait to lay next to you at night, those kind of stuff. But I understand how it could get harassing, right? So it is better to do it publicly. That way it spreads. I also repost my lives. So it should spread through that community pretty quickly.
And she's pregnant, somebody said?
Who, Lori? Oh, she does have a habit of
right here.
She tries to trap men.
Pregnant with twins soon. Oh, so you're going to be a daddy too, huh?
No. Hell no.
I'm just kidding.
The
I'm just
food,
kidding.
baby.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Allegedly, you kill me sometimes, dude.
I'm kidding.
Well, I am sorry that she did that. It's shitty. I get it. It sucks.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like I said, like I don't know her and don't want nothing to do with her and don't want to get to know her, know nothing. And yeah, like I said, I would rather do a blow up doll than touch that thing.
Also, I should have known that because she tends to go for men that are in her family tree. You know, like I don't know about any of y'all, all right, but there is 1.4K in here, and I have been so high, and I never thought about fucking my cousin.
Holy shit.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right. And she says it as like a flex. Like, I did this, girl.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and nasty.
And you let her in your room?
She thinks I'm afraid of her. She's been threatening me that she's going to pull up for like 2 months. She was begging for fucking toilet paper a week ago. I should be concerned, I guess, you know?
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Back to the eye rolls. Britt, you know you're up here, babe? Body? I know people hit the box, and I always get nervous.
The only thing I wanted to say is I seen a comment last night in Gabby's live that her mod Hollywood, somebody said she is a child.
Oh, no way.
I'm not positive on that, but I did see somebody say that she was a child. So I just wanted to.
Do we know that? As facts?
That's what somebody was saying. I don't know. I don't know. I just seen somebody else say that. So.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Thank you. Listen, any of those women, I question their motives, right? Because nobody would stand by this kind of behavior and be okay with it unless they thought it was doing something for them, right? I got you, Sarah. I got you. Right.
I just wanted to come up and say, I really think that the only reason why Gabby comes in here is because she's looking for people, like, negative attention to draw to her live. Even if it's that negative attention, she's still trying to get that attention. And that's why she's coming in here.
I agree. She is absolutely fucking herself every single time she comes into my live thinking that she's going to get me on any type of harassment or cyberbullying.
Yeah. And Gabby, the next time you decide to come in here, let me give you a little hint. Be fucking respectful, because you should look up to Villain, and if anybody on this app, I would trust her with your documents.
Listen, I thought that the out that I gave her the last time she tried to get in my box I always give them an out. They never really take it, but I laugh at her, you know.
Yeah, like her.
I'm not the one being drug up and down these TikTok streets because I faked a pregnancy.
Well, I just want to know, the book that she's writing, is she writing the book for scammers? Because, I mean, all of these people that we talk about, they're like, do a lot of the same stuff. So, I mean, is that what it's going to be called?
Well, she better have a ghostwriter because she's too stupid to do it on her own.
That part. I
Son of a bitch! When are the aliens coming to get me? I'm off for a couple days and fucking A.
Janelle, hold on.
Christ almighty. Apparently I missed, why do I miss everything? I need to quit working and sleeping. What the fuck
Girl,
is wrong
I'm
with
feeling the
y'all?
same way. Unbelievable.
So, did y'all ever hear her, like, read from the book?
No, I haven't even gotten to that yet. Jeez.
So did you go to Gabby's live?
I'm not buying it if you read it to me.
Oh, listen, that's what I said. I said, why is she reading the book? She's not gonna, if you read if I got on here and read my book, why would people buy the book?
Right.
Gabby, tell me what an adjective is.
I'm invisible. I see people in the chat asking about Sakugai. Yes, it is Lori's fictitious boyfriend. He was not actually Lori's boyfriend. He didn't really know anything about Lori until he got contacted saying he was a boyfriend.
And this is why I wanted to come up, because sadly I find this all fascinating in terms of all of these characters. The one thing, in my humble therapeutic opinion, is that there is a personality disorder element, obviously a need for attention, history with trauma, but they do believe a lot of what they're saying. That's the piece that's really a consistent phenomena that I see. Somewhat entertaining, but I also find it very sad. But she does believe
100%
what she's saying in her world and her universe.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me, Hope.
Yeah.
Right? Because it can't be so blatantly obvious and you don't get it. You can't see it.
Helen Keller could see that that's there at this point.
I know. The HCG thing, come on. Come on.
Even if
That
it was a chemical
male.
pregnancy,
She
it wouldn't.
showed
Yeah.
that. She showed that HCG level, okay? She showed it. I know, I see ya.
So have you been into Gabby's live? You've seen her? How old of a woman is she?
Oh, is she live right now?
Oh, is that her?
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Why does she look jaundiced?
Oh, y'all are in her chat. Listen. When are you calling the doctor with villain?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to be there.
Oh, now she's not talking to me.
Soccer guy, how did you end up getting roped into that? Were you just like the unlucky draw and she picked you out of nowhere? Like,
That's what I'm wondering. Because it's rare that I go live on my end, but I went live last night because it was my birthday yesterday. So but yeah, no, I was live during my soccer game, and then I decided to stay live after my soccer game, and then all of a sudden, like my TikTok on my end started blowing up with all these follows and these DMs as well, and I'm just.
Was she a follower of yours at all?
No.
She just like
So this
found
all
you?
happened last night?
Yes, and
That's
happy
crazy.
birthday. I'm sorry. So she just like
happy
found
birthday. Happy birthday. This
you.
all happened last night?
No, not last night. Yesterday was my birthday.
you? Yeah, yesterday was his birthday. He's been around us for a couple of days now. But I didn't know that she wasn't even like a follower of yours and you had no relationship.
Nope. Definitely not.
Yes, she did, but there is another soccer guy, but she tagged this guy's account in the video.
Yeah, there is another soccer guy account, but
Yeah.
that account is fake, so it's not me.
Right.
This is my only account right here. And any other soccer guy accounts, it is not me. This is the real account here.
Can y'all even imagine if somebody's going around these TikTok streets saying that you are their boyfriend and it's fucking Lori Jones, dude?
Creepy.
With
Very
her
creepy.
whole 4.5 teeth.
I'm still waiting for Ashton Kutcher. He's got something out of
It's
this
gotta be
motherfucker
coming.
somewhere.
Like anybody but Lori Jones.
It's
You know
not
what I mean?
Matilda, y'all. It's not Matilda, I swear.
No, it's not Matilda.
We get off this app for 2 days, and it's just
Listen
nuts.
to me. I'm still behind. Like, I'm still behind. Big time.
Wow.
Oh, she's real bad. She's real mad. She's gonna break through, y'all.
Break through what?
She's gonna fight back.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't mean that I should get off the app.
Who said get off the app? I didn't say that.
Not at all.
Babe, I'm the accountability police, not the get off the app police. I want you to answer for the things that you've done.
She's delusional. God love her.
Yeah. I know, she was begging for an army. I'm like, bitch, let me know when you got one. I'll wait for you over here.
I used to kind of feel bad for them because I'm like, God, it must really suck to be hated so much. And now I'm starting to think, no, it must be fun in their world because none of this shit would make any sense if it's
Was they're that fucking out of touch with reality? That makes sense.
And they believe, though, that they're liked more than they're disliked. Again, that's in their delusional thinking.
You would think you would want to run and hide, not be out there more.
It's very
Listen, that's like Lori wearing half naked clothes, dancing like she's cute. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
No
just
thanks.
icky. It's
That's,
icky.
that just.
It's so funny. Lori said today that no man wants me. I guess listening to Lawyer Boss is really gonna get her. Like, you look stupid. Nobody
no man
listens
wants
to Lawyer
you?
Boss for a reason. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. She is just a soul. She is. She is.
and she said that I need to call Jenny Craig and lose weight. And I'm like, baby, do you own a mirror?
Girl.
She said that to you?
Everybody can have their opinion. My opinion is you're a liar.
She's stuck in her adolescence. She really hasn't matured beyond a certain age. She really is stuck there, you know.
Has something happened to her? I mean,
Oh, sure.
It's possible. She's definitely stunted. She's stunted, and like it's really. I feel sorry for the kids.
Yeah.
She has kids?
Lori?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, Gabby.
Well, she doesn't have custody of them, but she's a mother.
Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby has children too, doesn't she?
One.
She's married.
Sure does.
I will drop. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Psycho Buddy wants to come in, so I will drop. But Villain, I just wanted to say I now have all of the merch.
Right?
They are so comfy.
He was supposed to give me new designs, but I haven't gotten back to him yet, and he's getting. I try, y'all. I appreciate y'all though, but they are so comfortable. They're so.
Yeah,
comfortable.
I now have all of them.
Oh, I'm
Make
jealous.
one that says discharge, just with the X in it. You know how they have a word like no walking on lawn? Just put discharge in a circle with an X right through it.
I've been meaning. I want to start doing. So I have to be careful as far as like. I'm gonna start doing limited merch drops for the people that I cover, right? But I have to be careful because I could be sued, right? But there's a couple of things on the way.
Okay, thanks for letting me up. I just wanted to show you.
Squishy. Hi, best
I
lady.
love you so much.
You
Soccer
too.
guy, I will message you. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Karma is my middle name. Is one comment. It could never be me. Could never be me is another one. Villains Bureau of Investigations is another one. What's going on, Psycho Bunny?
Hi, I don't know. I don't know how I keep getting up here, so I'm just gonna hang out for a minute. What's up, everybody?
Julie, you know you're up here?
If you mod me, I can help.
Jewel? In Villain We Trust is another one coming. You're good, Birdsar. Amen. Warriors. After this is over, she promises us this.
See me and you will hear my story.
We will hear her story. Nobody's listening because you lie, bitch. These people are crazy.
But I can promise you.
Savannah, what up?
10 toes down, man. She's just all in.
Oh, you know what? Did I just see Ophelia come in?
How many people does she have in her room?
Because I've been meaning to, Lori is cozying up to Lawyer Boss, who, and Lori likes Mama Tot, and Mama Tot, Lawyer Boss told those lies about Ophelia, about her hug addiction and, all that other shit, right? So that's who you're cozying up to, Lori. Lawyer Boss did that. Just so you know. She's fighting for what's right. Well, what the fuck am I doing then? No, I thought I saw her come in, Snuggers, but I didn't really need to talk to her. I was talking more to Lori. Like, be careful who you align yourself with around here, you know?
Or she is wound up, it sounds like.
I thought I saw her come in. That's why I mentioned it.
How many people does Gabby have in her room right now?
No, I know 6.
Because of you.
While we're here, I'm trying to plan a way to black out. I need 12 people. Who was around when we did the Dirty Dozen accounts for Ashley, for Miss Ashy Cat? Who remembers that? I want to try to do something like that.
Not me.
Not because I want to.
I want to do something like that. I need 12 people with accounts with live capabilities. And you kind of have to have an open schedule because we're gonna try to do that, black her ass out. But we need accounts that are able to stream her. We probably need we might need 15 accounts in case one goes down, you pop up on another. But
Right.
these views need to be down.
I can go live.
I was just talking to somebody about it before. I could even buy the accounts so that when they get banned, somebody doesn't take the hit. It's just something that I thought about today.
Right.
So just give me a little bit to tweak it, right? And then we should just start streaming her. Block this girl out because let me tell you something. Yeah, but I could buy the accounts.
Right.
I could buy the accounts. We could buy 15 accounts with 1,000 people on each account. That way, if the account goes down, people don't lose their actual accounts. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that to people, but I think that we need people in different time zones, okay? And they should just stream her whenever she goes live. This account got it, this account got it, this account got it, and make her numbers go down because I can promise you that 900 people should not be in there. 900 people are only watching for the shit show. They're not watching because they like her. They're not watching because they find her entertaining.
Exactly. It's like a soap opera. It's like a real live reality soap opera.
Yep.
Train wreck.
Exactly.
Well,
we did it with Miss Ashy Cat. It's gonna take some planning, but I'm on it.
I'm cool to help.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'll help.
No, not for a day. I'm talking for a week, right?
Yeah, that's the only way it'll happen.
And preferably people that are unemployed, right? That are home during the days, up at night. People that have insomnia, right? It's got to be, there you go, find out. You know what I'm talking about because you were there for it, right?
She's denying showing a pregnancy test online, someone said.
She's denying sharing a pregnancy test online?
Someone just said that in the comments.
No way.
No, bitch, you came to my box. How am I harassing you?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Yeah, but we had fun now. Twitch might work too. I'm not a hate page. I provide commentary on the fuckery that I come across on the internet.
Yes, exactly.
I like this girl.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, did I send for her? Or did she come over here?
Yeah, you came right over here today. Just like the other day, I believe.
Dylan? Are you the one who got her so upset today?
Apparently.
It's all her fault. Why is she on one?
They're all upset with me today.
Oh, aren't they? You've got the entire scammer community
They
pissed off.
probably all synced up on their menses. Maybe that's
Punch
part
in
of the
the air.
problem.
Oh, God.
You know?
Wow.
Their narrative. Hi, Shadow Tuck. My narrative is you lied. You lied. If you were pregnant a week and a half ago, you would still have an HCG value, witch.
You know, it would be nothing.
Fuck's sake.
She's
it
on a
would be
roll.
Nothing but my honor to stream that bitch 24/7, and she would hate it, and I would love it after what she'd done to me. So just get up with me, let me know. It's a story.
994 people. I guess when I end live, I'll come up with the blackout.
Yeah,
I'll do it when I end.
Because I'm open 24/7.
Yeah, but I don't want people to lose their accounts doing it, so I have to.
I got two.
No. I'll make accounts specifically for this.
That's fine. I have a backup that I use, and I also can stream her from my laptop without going in. And you can see the comments as well.
I have YouTube too.
So, and I would open. Well, I can't go live on YouTube, but yeah, yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, I will. She's telling the entire world what's going on here, y'all.
Okay. We're listening.
She has the right to be upset. She has the right to scream, but nobody can react to it.
They have destroyed my family, not only me, not only Aaron, not only Cameron, but my sister, my mother.
Why is it always them saying that TikTok ruined their family? Like, we just busted through their front door and put cameras up.
They put themselves out.
We put a thing to their head and forced them to go live and show the internet what they do.
Zero accountability from any of them. None of them say, I shouldn't have got on here and showed my ass.
Right, it's crazy.
I walk into Walmart naked as a jaybird and I end up on the internet. That's my own fault.
She's over there trying to spin the narrative. We'd come in her chat and spam hate her and attack her.
Never once.
I don't go in her account. I don't let her in my box.
Nope.
I've only watched.
I let her in my box because it doesn't.
I know, but I'm just saying I don't never let them in because you know what I've been through. So it's just to save my own ass.
100%. If she tried to do with me what she did with you, I wouldn't let her in my box. Right?
Yep. If she comes for me again, I've got some shit for her this time. It won't be pretty for her.
What did she
Legally.
do, if you don't mind?
She's over there screaming. She wonders why. I'm telling you why. Why do they all do this to me? Am I not clear?
Now they have problems with comprehension. And what she did to me, Bonnie, she's taken me to court in Indiana and was denied. She's taken me to court and lost several times in the state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently, she's accused me of doing horrible things to children. Not just speaking words, something physical. She ain't got no proof of this. But, where she likes to hold slander and defamation, that is a slam dunk win. And I don't have to prove any losses or anything.
Well, if you lose your account, it's a loss. You know that, right?
Yep.
Is she over there talking about freedom of speech?
And nobody will never.
Yeah, she is.
Take care of her.
Because we crossed the line. She has a right to do whatever she wants. We don't have a right to opinion.
I have not crossed the line. That's the problem.
Oh my, that's
Me
bad.
neither. But those that she continues to keep letting in her box, and the people that she knows, that she has names that's done shit she's bitching about, she won't take to court.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a therapist.
I was thinking that because I did hear, oh wait, Raggedy's trying to get in. Can I drop somebody? Do I have mods in
You
here?
can drop me.
Drop me. You can drop me. Drop Psycho.
Flyers, can you drop him and let Raggedy up? I
Drop
did
Psycho
hear
Bunny.
Feisty.
Go ahead and drop me, B. Go ahead and drop me.
You can find out. I heard Feisty say, fuck, I just forgot it. I forget what it was now. It'll come to me. I'm sorry.
I think Feisty might be covered under whistleblower's law because
100%.
Is she? Because I know that
100%.
whistleblower's law exists with like jobs. I didn't know if outside of that they still were
it wasn't
covered.
the hacking. It was something Feisty said, and I said she is 100% right, and Gabby doesn't realize. Oh yeah, no, Feisty is 100% safe in the report. What up, Ratchety?
Is she watching right now? You think?
I don't know. She's big mad over there, though.
I know, and I hope she's watching.
Comment off.
Well, I just want to say this in case she's watching. Gabby, I would greatly appreciate it if you would call me back to your box again, except this time legitimately unblock me instead of saying that you did and automatically blocking me. I would love to also have a conversation with you.
Like, if you have 10,000 people on TikTok blocked, do you not think that there's a problem there?
Listen, it's been a problem there for years. That's all I can say. Big problem. It's a lot to unpack there.
That's why I don't even try to there's so much here, y'all. There is so much here. But I know 1,000% that HCG value would have been fucking positive.
It would have. Mine was positive for 6 weeks.
100%. It depends on how far you are through the pregnancy when it miscarries. But the HCG level, she would still have a positive value.
Well, according to her own timeline, she would have miscarried before she actually conceived.
Correct. I did hear that. I caught it when I was listening to Feisty last night.
And she also claimed that a chemical pregnancy was diagnosed via an ultrasound and a
Correct.
vaginal ultrasound. However, a chemical pregnancy is solely hormones. There is no gestational sac. There is no embryo.
It's just a false positive. Your HCG levels spike.
Yep.
I don't know who was in here when she did this last time. Her body tricked her.
Yeah.
Chemical pregnancy.
Yep.
I think it was in November. I might
It
get
was
the month.
the EVAP line. I remember.
Yep. Because ever since she got her little shit out of her arm, her next one on or whatever, she's been pulling this once a month, every other month.
Yeah.
And she got it out in September, and she got put on birth control. I think this sneaky little twat waffle has been taking birth control the whole time, and these miscarriages and trying to get pregnant is just a storyline for her little skits.
So here's another thing. I don't. It's real. This is the problem with being a liar, y'all. I know she did, Lara, and I disproved it when she tried that last time. I took that screenshot directly from her page. I didn't get sent to me. I took it directly from her page. So she's lying.
Yeah, her first fake pregnancy happened when she was still in Indiana, and I feel like she was still had that in her arm at that point, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But that was the first time. And
He is going on and on about what these people have done to me. I haven't done anything to you except state my opinion on the information that you make public, which is
right. I've never done anything to her. And you want to know how I started cuffing her? Guess what? She lied on me. Straight up lied on me, and that's what started this whole shit show.
Right. Did you get anywhere with what we talked about on our call?
No, I have still waiting. I will call again. What time is it? It's after 4. I'll have to call again in the morning.
It's crazy to me. No, I just wanted to double check. But you can't. It's right. She lied on Feisty. She lied on me too. Right. When I brought her in the box the other day. That day, last week, when she came in my box, I gave her an out. She should have fucking taken it. If she could take it, that would have been the best move for her first. She immediately left my box, went on a sub-only live, and said that the CPS guy told her I called. That villain called. That's exactly what she said.
Yep, that's what she does. She lied, and she'll double down. She ain't got sense. I gave a goose.
Ever.
She ain't got no back down in her. Her ass outweighs her mouth.
Right. Remember? I called and said, "Hi, it's villain." Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
wild
you're gonna
fucking
call,
behavior.
Yes, and use the name villain.
Right. But that doesn't matter. She's allowed to do that, but God forbid I tell her she'd still have an HCG level.
She's over there saying she has every right to post whatever she wants.
She can post whatever she wants. She's right.
She says she doesn't hurt people. That's all that bitch does is hurt people.
Facts.
I'm deceased. Don't even try to tell that lie, Gabby, because I will, please, I will invest the time.
Pineapple, you know you're up here?
Every lie.
I only wanted to just remind everyone that Gabby sent pictures of her 4-year-old son nude to 2 people who are married to offenders. That's all. There was 1,000 people in here. I thought I'd shoot a shot.
What the
Absolutely,
fuck?
she did.
One of those
Oh yeah, Soccer guy. This is a rabbit hole, hon.
One of those offenders was
We're
married.
ass rabbits at this point.
We're like this goes way deeper than you.
This is bad.
Yeah.
One of her ex mods that she sent that picture to, not only is her old man an RSO, but his brother killed a little boy after raping them, and it's got a whole book about it and everything. Yeah.
You know, find out, you might know this. Somebody asked me, was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. Listen, hold on. You're fighting for other people? No, bitch. I'm fighting for other people. You're fighting for your fucking life on this app.
She can't do nothing for. She can't even wipe her own son's ass. She ain't doing nothing for nobody.
Don't you get on here and try to act like you're doing this for anything altruistic. You don't have that in your body. You are a selfish bitch.
Let's not forget about the time that you couldn't even put your phone down to go have sexual relations with your boyfriend. Instead, you did it on live.
Gross.
I mean, it's disgusting.
And just find out, somebody said something about an accident, a car accident. somebody was unalived in, I think.
She didn't unalive the guy in the car accident. He died, and because it hasn't been paid yet, the executor of his estate had to refile so that the payment could get in their name, so they could still get the money from that accident. I never said that she killed anybody. People take shit from it.
No, somebody asked, and I just said, "What up, Shitty Ray?" I said I wasn't sure, and I haven't. I have not even started to dig here. Like, am I collecting?
He wasn't unalived because of the car accident. It was a little bit later, and before Gabby paid or her insurance. And the research I've done, I can't find any insurance. She might have had it at the beginning, but the paperwork I found, they couldn't even get her to go be disposed. So,
Thanks, Monica. Right. Somebody commented, and I was like, I'm not sure, because I haven't started digging. Everything that I'm discussing right now is already things that are hot topics. I have not even started digging now.
And while everyone's in here, let's not forget that she was arrested for domestic violence.
Yes, I know.
Against Aaron, and laughed about it and thought it was hilarious.
I did see that video, and I do have it in my possession.
She said she went and got her own help for that. No, she was court ordered into anger management.
Oh, listen, I could see the ways that she acts. I could see, hi, Crazy Chrissy. I could see that she's got a problem with not getting her way.
I jumped up earlier. I just wanted to say that for anyone that was unfortunately had to witness when she was posting pictures of her discharge last night, her first photo was so clearly ovulation. Anyone that struggled with infertility, that was clear as day to me. But for her to suggest that if she wants to even claim this narrative that she was pregnant, that she was passing parts of a baby, is so irresponsible.
She did say that. She said she saw tissue.
And last night, and anyone that has actually suffered a miscarriage knows how completely wrong that is and how disgusting that is.
Listen, her biggest and most important words she said last night was, "It was a loss to me." She knew she was never pregnant. She knew it was just her period because they're trying. It was a loss to her, guys.
I remember in one of the earlier lives, she said tissue, because I remember saying, what do you got, a fucking microscope in your pocket?
About why that is coming out of her body, because that has nothing to do with a miscarriage. That's all.
At all. I'm sorry, y'all. I know that there are a lot of women that struggle with infertility or have experienced loss, right? This is not okay behavior. And I don't necessarily let people forget. I don't receive gaslighting well. So it is not going to be something that I let her forget.
Right. Whether she intends, she can say a million times, she doesn't hurt she fucking does hurt people.
She does. 100%. 100%, because I get the messages. Right?
Yeah, she triggers the heck out of people too. I know that much. And here's the thing: she lies so much, y'all. She can't keep up with her lies, and she contradicts herself all the time.
Allie Ray. That's what it was. I'm sorry to cut you off. It was Allie Ray. Feisty said you took Brownie, finds out, and Waffles to court, right? But Allie Ray called CPS while she was live on Gabby. Why didn't she ever do any of that to her?
Right. I always thought her and Allie Ray were working together.
I found a video the other night where her and Danny know the people that were stalking Danny's job and even sending those threats, but they never took those people to court. In Illinois, the 3 women she took to court when she sent out was 3 of her ex-mods. One of them used to babysit for her, and she thought she could silence them. It wasn't Allie Ray, it wasn't Betsy Davis. Was none of the women actually doing this shit to her she's claiming we're all doing now.
Right.
It's always 3 people that have not done shit, that she's simply trying to violate their constitutional...
Correct.
Right. She's not going to do that.
She doesn't like it. Because she ruins her online reputation so much that she's pissed off thousands of people that are trying to talk about her. you're going to have, it's going to have to be out of their mouth for any type of, and they have to be breaking the laws.
Yep, she has broken actual laws.
My comments, I can't keep
I know
up.
they're going too fast.
Way too fast for me. Right, and Gossip Girl, here's my thing. That's never going to work in a court of law. Because I'm just going to be real, the 70 plus CPS cases, if they were reported by mandated reporters, they're valid. Okay? That's right off the bat. I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that she's testing positive, but because she has a prescription, it's being looked the other way, right? That only goes so far. Hi. That only gets you so far. Right. 10K blocked. Maybe you're a problem. That doesn't occur to these people. She's got 1,000 people in this live with 20,000 likes. It doesn't occur to you? Ellie Boo, Nookie, and Kai repost her lives. It's a lot, though, y'all.
It's 3 or 4 years worth of stuff. Like it,
right. It is a lot.
Months.
And I'll be watching her live. If you're in her live, in her room, and tap it, you're contributing to the abuse of that child.
I agree.
Period.
I also want to be clear here. I am never going to be okay with people calling her phone, texting her, harassing her via DMs. That's not my kind of behavior.
I don't like when they go in there and harass her that way, because that is harassment.
Correct. That can be harassment. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I understand that she also does that to herself, which is going to be another major hang-up if she tries to take somebody to court. If you could prove that she texts herself, that she fucking makes troll accounts to troll herself, all of those things go against what she's trying to say other people do. Because if it bothered you that bad, if you had that much emotional dysregulation because of bullying, you wouldn't bully yourself.
She wouldn't come on one of those bully accounts, Gabby's CPS.
Period.
And giggle about it and say, "Oh, Erin just wanted to fit in."
Exactly. Nobody, sick people troll themselves.
I have proof somewhere of one incident where she was texting herself, but she was claiming that somebody was threatening Mimi. I don't even remember what it was, but I know I have that somewhere, and it was so obvious it was her texting herself. But
I threatened Mimi. She claims I've threatened her son. She's claimed I've contacted her son's school. Whatever. I don't go in her chat. I watch from the outside.
Find Out has also never been one to real life people like that. Like,
not like that, but I will if I see somebody.
Yeah, reporting crimes is different.
Yeah, that's the real life I will go. If you're still in my tax dollars and you're bragging about it, you're damn straight I'm going to go real life.
100%.
Authority. If I see you abusing a child,
you're
damn straight I'm going to do something about it. But I'm not going to send you shit in the mail. I'm not going to fucking call your phone. I'm not going to text you. I don't go that kind of real life.
I get that. There's a difference there, and she doesn't seem to understand that you can't just say these people did this, right? I know I would never leave my kid with her. I'm just being honest. And my kids are grown.
Yeah, you leave a kid with her, it's going to be climbing up on the counter and picking up drinks of alcohol, sipping on it.
If more than one person says that you hurt them, it's time to look in the mirror as to what you're doing.
Amen.
It's as simple as that. If more than one person tells you the same thing, it's time to put the mirror up to the face.
Look at it. Amen.
To the parents, I'm talking to both L's, all of them. If y'all don't want the responsibility and to do right by your kids, let them go to somebody who will and just get out of their life so they can heal.
I agree.
Let me just say this real quick. You don't get to poke, this is for me and me alone. You don't get to poke me and then cry like a bitch at my response to you poking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these
no
people
sympathy for self-inflicted wounds.
Exactly. Grandma's best saying ever. No sympathy for self-inflicted wounds. Yep.
But real quick, Janelle, speaking of children, how is Miss Tinsley?
Yeah, didn't she go to bed today for her eye?
Yeah, so not great. Friday we ended up in the emergency. I took an edible and I couldn't drive and I was embarrassed and I had to call my dad to pick me up because I wasn't going to go to the one here. It's an hour away where her neuro is. She had such severe pain that they gave her Emdone. They are treating as if it is pancreatitis, which is very hard to prove. The thing is, they're not listening to me. I believe the stomach is related to this autoimmune.
Possible.
They're not listening to me. So then yesterday I noticed she has a huge blood blister above her eye that is spreading, and see, her platelets were a little off and she's a little anemic right now. So then I worried about bleeding. So we just got back about, 45 minutes ago. The vet said she thinks she just rubbed it. So it's icky looking though. It's really bad.
Oh, Tinsley, we love you.
She's looking at the phone. Your Auntie Villain says she loves you.
Yes, we love Tinsley. About her income, y'all. I know it came up. I'm sorry, Janelle. I know it came up on the Reddit page, TickLeap, right? Which is a site that tells you what creators make in GIFs, right? TickLeap does not include video GIFs. It does not include subscriptions. It does not include creator, if you're in the creator rewards program, right? TickLeap will show GIFs and GIFs only. If we know how much she's made from, right, angry. I'll hold my breath. You know what I mean? TickLeap will only show one thing. If we know how much, I know that she raised her sub price. I did see that she raised her sub price, I think, the day after the miscarriage, because it was cheaper than it was. If she made $1,400 from subs, I would imagine that puts her over the legal limit for her income.
She made over that within the first week and a half of March.
Correct. And that's, I would imagine, hi, Mama Amy. I would imagine that that's why she is telling people not to continue subscribing, right? I personally, this is just my opinion. I don't have proof. I don't think she includes TikTok on her. TikTok does send 1099s. They do. But I don't think she uses it. But I do. These are the things that I do turn over. If I find out, I do give them to the appropriate authorities. Lori Jones, I reported her to Social Security and her county's fraud department for the funds that she was receiving from the state. They do catch it.
I'm tired of working.
They do
This
catch
is
it.
the only
but
kind
it's
of real
always-
life we'll go.
I'm sorry, Mahalo, you requesting a box?
I can drop.
No, you're good. Hi, how are you?
Just fine. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
I just did some, kind of research on this autism stuff that she's claiming and everything. Because I have a really big problem with this. And it really hits home. I have my best friend, her son he's autistic. Plain as day. He's smart as a cat. And I started asking her questions about how was he tested, how old was he tested, because they came from Illinois too.
Correct.
And they can do some kind of test at 2 years old.
Right.
But they cannot say that he is completely autistic until they are 5. And I made sure with her. So her claiming all this stuff on that part is completely, she's just pulled that out of her ass. I'm sorry for the language, but she pulled it straight out of her ass.
This is one of those things that there is no way, for me anyway, to 1000% verify, because I have seen people be diagnosed younger, right?
Right. Well, see, her own paperwork,
I know.
says that it's not a concern. And that was March of last year.
Thank you.
And the reason he gets SSI, it's because of his speech delay and other delays. It's
Correct.
not autism.
Correct.
I just wanted to say
that
that
may be possible, and I'm just going to be 100% honest. from the stuff that I've seen, like with my own two eyes, it seems more behavioral than anything else. And just my opinion is because she's too busy on a live stream to actually interact and teach and spend time with. That's just my opinion, right?
Well,
Yes, that's where I was.
also know almost nothing when it comes to autism and autism diagnosis. Okay, just in my
I've been just
that's how
like studying up on it and researching it, and that there, her the behavior that comes from her.
Oh,
That
I
little
agree.
boy, he's smart as a tack.
I agree.
And if she would put as much effort into that boy as she did this phone, that kid could do anything he ever wanted.
I agree.
And I'm so sorry that it makes me so sick.
For me, even if, well, I'm just, for lack of a better term, I'm just like, if somebody is disabled, right? In my opinion, if you put limits on them, that's the way they're going to stay, right?
Yep.
You, as a parent, it is your job to not put that limit there so that they can excel, right? In my opinion, she doesn't do that. She uses these things as a crutch and says, that kid runs this house. I'll be damned if my 4-year-old told me who was going to stay in my house. There ain't no fucking way.
Do you want what she does?
Be trying to stab me with plastic knives and pencils.
Crazy.
It blows my mind that she has no more control over this child. That child has more control over her.
And he's going to get bigger. And she's going to regret it.
And the thing is that she has fear of that child.
Correct.
She has fear. That child is running that household.
She has fear she's going to have to get up off her ass.
I agree with that.
And that's true too.
But I understand what Black Dove is saying.
She wants to be a
said
victim.
it might be a serial unaliver. She said it on a
Yeah. She's trying to make him one, I think.
I don't know. He seems to have more emotions than she does when he was watching that show, and he's like, "Mommy, I'm sad." At least he has a little bit of empathy. I don't think she has any. Empathy.
You're right, Black Dove. That's a good point, because of the lot. Like he was watching something he shouldn't have been watching.
Right.
Exactly.
And he did. He said that made him sad. That's actually.
She doesn't take any time. She doesn't take any teachable moments.
It's so sad.
Did you see the adult moments in front of the 10-year-old girl? That was highly inappropriate. And everybody's wondering why he's trying to go up the shirt saying, "I'm the daddy."
Is that last night? Because if it was, I missed it. Yeah, I didn't see it all.
Oh, last night was really, really bad.
I heard
what she did in front of that little girl.
My green-eyed girl.
And the way she was talking and the stuff she was talking about. Lord, if that was my child, that woman wouldn't get up off the floor.
I know that's right.
Another stuff she said in front of that one
is that we were talking about this the other day, and there were people in the chat that said the neighbors speak Spanish and he's picking up Spanish from them. That's not a kid that's limited.
No.
He wants to learn. You're limiting him because you're too busy on fucking TikTok, dude. That's crazy to me.
It is crazy.
And she just got offline, and she said she's been bullied for 4 years, and it's always no, girl, you brought every bit of this on yourself. Every bit.
Do you know you're up here?
She's running her life like it's a reality TV show.
Yes. Here's how I take it. Abby always wanted to be the popular girl in school. She always wanted to do this and do this and do this and do this. She wanted to perform. She wanted to do this. All the attention.
Okay.
Well, she couldn't get it back then. And now she's getting all this attention on this platform, and this is her stage. This is her stage. This is her TV show. She's getting it in her right.
That is why her numbers need to drop.
I agree. I do agree. I'm going to work on it when I end.
If she had a girl, can you imagine the pageant mommy crap that would be going on in there? Like, so we were talking Reapers live, was it Sunday night?
Yeah.
and everybody keeps saying the biting is autism. And I said, no, it's not. My neighbor used to bite the crap out of me all the time because she was just
it is not one. You can't. It is not one.
It's attention and nonverbal.
Behavior.
Well, hang on. Didn't she get a DV charge for biting him?
Yep.
It's because
so that's where the biting's coming from.
Jesus Christ.
No, soccer guy.
And I would now all of us women, you know, most of us we've had kids, we've been around little kids that age and everything. They all bite.
They
all
do.
bite.
And let me tell you something. If your kid bites and there is no repercussions or attempt to halt that behavior, it is classic psychology. Conditioning. That's where you're failing. It's in the conditioning part.
That's right.
Do you know when my neighbor friend
should be in? Sorry, he should be in 40+ hours of therapy.
100%.
Because she says it's mild to severe.
I don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. But I do agree that it is frustration. But just from where, yes, I am your favorite villain on Facebook. It's linked in my link tree on my main. When he gets frustrated because he's not getting the attention that he's asking for, and then it's a lash out, right?
Yep.
Exactly. It all leads, and I don't give a shit if you stayed. I know, same. I don't give a shit if you stay on TikTok. You've already destroyed your reputation, and without a serious adjustment, there is no getting that back, right? It's already become a problem, right? I don't give a shit if you stay on TikTok, but I am not gonna let you forget that you lied about me. Then you lied about a miscarriage and hurt hundreds, if not thousands of women. I don't forget.
Thing of it is, she's been doing this ever since she's been on TikTok.
Exactly, Kim.
Been doing this her whole life.
I agree.
She can stay on TikTok to stop lying. She needs to stop lying,
right?
And all that shit, and taking all those people on a fixed income's money because they feel bad for her. Stay on TikTok, but stop lying. I bet you can't stop lying.
That's what's so crazy. Patterns, 100%.
I have to say this is that, like, in my job when I used to work, the women, there's a lot of women like that out there. Mm-hmm. There is so many that just lie, that just care about themselves. They don't care about their children. They care about getting free stuff. And it's sad.
I agree.
And it's so sad for the children because they don't get the help that they need sometimes. And they're conditioned to that environment. And then, like you said, they're the adults in the next generation.
That's right.
And that's what's sad and scary.
Terrible. It's terrible. Because I believe that this is the product of her the way she was raised, right?
Correct.
And unfortunately, I know that there are, a wide range of people that have different parenting styles, if you will. I don't condone abuse, but I do like discipline. And discipline is necessary. Otherwise, your children will walk all over you. And let me tell you something. Once you lose control, it's not like, I'll just do it when he's 8. That's not how it goes. You've lost control.
You're right. Do you guys have like triple P parenting? Does anybody teach that? It came out of Australia. I used to teach it to parents in the shelter. But it's really good. It's great to teach your children kind of different age groups and what they're doing. And she's doing it all wrong.
100%. Discipline is so important as a parent, y'all.
I was never.
You have to on board.
You have to. About they said do not feed our cats because we want them to be hungry and to eat stuff here.
Hello?
So people would sneak and do it anyway. But
do you know
I was gonna say my friend was all, how's your
mute him? Hurry up.
So well, how's your cat doing?
Can't. Not mine.
Grace.
Bro, I know.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that maybe first time mothers might be more partial to this, right? They think, thank you, I appreciate it. they think that they're gonna do something wrong, right? But discipline, 100%. I put my kids in the corner.
I got spanking.
Yeah.
I deserved every one of them.
My kids used to fight, and I made them wear a t-shirt. 2 kids, 1 t-shirt.
I've seen that get along t-shirt. We almost
right.
threatened. Yep, we threatened to do it with my
WTF, I
stepdaughters.
was wondering about you. Amen. Timeout chair I used.
I do it with my grandkids.
There has to be some type of consequences for bad behavior.
Exactly, and that's where we learn accountability, right?
Amen.
Kids like
I
discipline.
want to take that down, but I wanted to say something real quick. I'm sorry, but I just watched her. I just got off. She just got off, and she really, she wanted to make someone cross their phone really bad. She said it will be taken care of. All of this, the bullying and whatever she thinks it's called, by a higher power. She called it for the higher power will take care of it.
Oh, I believe it. Karma.
He's taking care of it.
Yeah, 100%. Listen to me. I just want to make sure everybody understands where I stand. I 1000% understand that everybody answers for the things that Cheryl, that they've done when they meet their maker. Okay? Yep. Everybody across the board. Everybody will have to answer for that. But Gabby, I promise you that my actions, my reactions to your actions are not going to be bad karma.
Bingo, and same.
Not the same.
They all
the
about discipline. Kids crave discipline, and especially if you have an autistic child, they crave that structure.
100%.
And
I'm going to go down my daughter.
I can't discipline him because
you're good.
Bye, ladies. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I did. You know what? I never got that back. I'm sorry. Hi, Naps. What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to make it clear that you cannot come on here and say this is all an act and then go into court and try to silence people. Because if it's an act, then get off the internet.
Right.
If your act is not coming across as an act to most, you can't use the legal system to silence people that are calling you out on lies, inconsistencies, bad behaviors.
Should I hold my breath, Naps?
I wish she was still here in Illinois. I really do, because the county she was in would have been great.
She should just buddy up with Liar Boss and everybody get extradited at
you
once.
think that's not going to happen?
I saw Kanisha Davis was in her live.
I did see that.
I about spit my coffee out.
Sorry, I'm reading Feisty. I did see you. I'm going through the requests now because they're still pending. Gabby, these are the FOIAs for your PD. I want everything with your name, your address, and I'm going to try to get you dancing in front. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I did try. And the wellness check that was called in the night that you were saying that you were not leading on hurting yourself. It's still pending, but it's in.
Lee County is something else, ain't it? I can't. They always, we'll call you back or wait in line and blah, blah, blah. It's like,
this is, hold on. I requested, hold on. I'm looking for
imagine how much work that she has created for Lee County.
Oh, I can't. It's crazy. I said, this is the original request. I'm requesting any incident reports or available 911 service calls related to blank, DOB blank, filed either at the address listed or another location between the dates listed. And then I went back and requested more. But they haven't given them to me yet.
They probably still have a desk full of her paperwork that they got to get through before they even go, okay, now we can.
I cannot imagine, y'all. Yes.
Straws.
Now, is this child services?
No, I filed the FOIA with the Cape Coral Police Department.
Oh, okay.
I think
I just came in late. I didn't hear. Sorry.
I think Pretty Paws or something like that has got some of the actual times Gabby called the police. I'll send them to you. She's made little clips of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're funny as
Yeah,
fuck.
I did see, was it Chaos Coordinator or something like that? I feel like that might be the name. Posted skits to the 911 calls. She really called to see if something about drunk driving. I'm like, what?
What?
She sure did.
That was it. PP. Thank you. Thank you. I was wrong. My bad. I knew it was like a double letter. But yeah, I haven't heard back from them, but I did request any available time, any available, but I'm still waiting.
Wow.
One drink, one kid? What in the world?
Janelle, I'll find the video and I'll tag you in it. It truly is wild. Sucker Guy is here just so that everybody understands that he is not Lori Jones' boyfriend.
I don't know. He's gotten awful quiet. I'm starting to think he is, and he's just hiding.
I'm just listening and chilling out and just seeing what you guys are all about. Like,
this is the crazy side of TikTok.
It's kind of like a moped. They're fun to ride until your friends catch you on one.
Listen, wait, hold on. Let's review. I actually showed somebody these recently because you guys know I like to send these videos to like my guy friends and just see what they say, right?
Yeah.
And so I sent them. I'll show you the video, and they were like, "Is that?" I sent them the picture in the gingerbread costume, and it was like, "Is that a bando gingerbread?" Like, it was funny, but people have a problem when I do that. I don't know why. I'm
the mean one around here.
I know.
So.
I think it's fucking hilarious, to be honest, but I can't, it's crazy to me. But I did post a couple of videos of her just being like, girl, what are you doing? Right. Oh, right, Lil Nicole? Do you know Lori Jones, or are you here for Gabby? Because sometimes I'm like, girl,
out of work early tonight, and I figured I would go check in on Lori and see what was going on over there. So if I gotta watch it, I figured I'd share with y'all. So scroll if you don't want to see it.
What? I can't.
Jesus Christ. No.
I really wanted to duet her dance videos, but I've tried like hell and I cannot get off beat. I can't get off beat like that.
It's so bad, dude. There's a couple of and I'm like, girl, you don't have any rhythm. Like, who told you? This is a good one. So many of them, y'all.
I just want to know if Soccer Guy got his shots.
Hi, Kick Rocks.
I just wanted to know if Soccer Guy got his shots after all that.
Oh, shit.
I'm guessing he's probably going to need an antibiotic and a dewormer, too.
At least.
You need shots, you need to go get tested, all that.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you live, like, on the other side, you know? What does she do that for, E. Savage? Oh, the Trump train? You want to see? Oh, God.
Oh, God. 8 Mile Eeyore. Here we go.
Yeah, 8 Mile Eeyore. Did anybody show you these, Soccer Guy?
I think so. I might have to see them again.
I didn't see them.
But
So she used to run after trains screaming, Trump! Right?
oh, okay, yeah, I saw that one.
And she's not even a registered voter?
Wearing an Eeyore costume, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. I got a couple of videos about her on my page, but I normally just go straight to YouTube. Right. She did. She voted. She voted, you know. I don't know what she voted for, but clearly. Hi, Wendy. Hold on. I see you, Lily Grace.
Is Trump's daughter? Somebody said she's Trump's daughter.
Well, she calls Trump daddy as like a she clearly doesn't understand that Trump, she's like the poster child, right?
For the ones he hates.
Is going to take all her shit away, you know?
Yes. makes me laugh.
Isn't it hilarious?
Oh my God.
Listen.
Hi, Letty.
Don't show them freaking videos no more. I'm still sick from the other night. I'm still sick. That bitch. How do you keep those videos up?
You're not
knowing
Yes, is on her page.
They're still on her page. There are some disgusting things on her page just from August of last year. And she's fighting for her kids.
Are you kidding
come on.
Oh,
No.
Lori, did you miss you just getting on the app? Lily?
Hey, me? Yeah. I
missed a lot
I
today.
saw Nookie's little short clip of Gabby on your live, which I would have loved to have seen.
Yeah. But I meant that today was a busy day as far as
the other one?
As far as the other one.
Is it still a full moon?
Is it?
Is it? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, Lori Jones is mad because once again, yes, with Birdie. Birdie is Psycho Bunny, y'all. That's just a backup account. Lori is yet again telling anybody in DMs about what the situation is going on with her kids, right? I will say it again, and I'm going to respectfully ask that if this afterwards it's kept off. The youngest is with the state, and she has been for about a month, maybe at that a little bit. Lori is telling people that business, not knowing who they are, and they're bringing the screenshots to us because we've been trying to keep it off the internet, right?
And she's not telling the truth as to why.
Not telling the truth as to why, exactly why. When I spoke to Psycho Bunny about it, I said, it's probably better if we discuss it that way. I always feel like if somebody brings something to the internet and the person was kind of not talking about it, that like they would have thought bad of Andy. This is not because Andy did anything other than try to make that kid go to school. All right. I want to be 1000% clear here that if there was any abuse indicated, both kids would have been removed from Andy's home. Okay?
Right.
It's just one. And we knew, y'all, that it was going to be hard with that one, right? We knew that. Because she is used to no structure. Like she's used to doing what she wants, and Andy was not going to allow that, right? And he did. He immediately told CPS that it was a problem. Hi, Donna. And Lori just continues to tell anybody that'll listen, and she's lying about it. She is not being.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
Why would she tell the truth about anything? Because it doesn't benefit her to tell the truth.
Right. It's really sick. But Lori,
it is.
And so I was afraid when I sent the screenshots of that conversation, because this is the second or third person that has come to us with the screenshots, right? When I sent them to Psycho Bunny, I said, I'm like, I was thinking about it last night, and I thought that it might be time to address it, because as long as you're open about it, people tend to question a lot less, right? And I didn't want people to believe the narrative that Lori was trying to push, because it is not factual.
So we have people from our side trying to be like covert agents going over there to Lori and getting deets. Is that what's happening?
I think that they are on her side, and then they start to pay attention a little bit, and they realize, I do not, Oki. I do not. I know that she thinks that, but that is not an option right now.
I don't know him, so if you want me to go find out, I can go.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Because, and that's what I was going to say, is these are people that do believe Lori.
Okay.
So the red flags are coming, right?
Yeah, I don't.
And that's when they're like, something's not adding up. They typically try to find me or Psycho Bunny because she stays screaming our names in the lives, right? So they come and find us and they tell us.
Tell you. Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, you know, if you wanted me to go find out, she don't know me.
Let's just all just stay out of her DMs. Just leave her alone. Stay away from her. Let her live in her la la land and do the damage she's gonna do. Because any attention is good attention to her, and those kids are suffering for it.
Agree.
Yeah, that's what makes it bad.
You know what's crazy to me is that I cannot imagine, right? Somebody that is not even blood related taking custody of my kids, and instead of going and doing every fucking thing possible in order to make sure that my kids, now remember this, that kid's not even in Andy's house. She is in an unknown.
Oh my God.
Okay?
I couldn't imagine.
And their fucking mother is too busy on fucking TikTok begging to do what she's got to do to get that kid out of that place.
Just trauma. Just trauma on trauma.
Period.
The bad part is in their brain, they think that, so like she probably thinks Andy and Psycho Bunny are the problem. They still, no matter
TikTok's fault.
Right. They think if they take down the problem, then the kids will be returned, not realizing that's not the way it works.
It is not. I also want to be 100% clear because I don't know if this was clear in Psycho Bunny's live because I was actually at lunch. What Faith tried to say is that Andy got physical with her, like that he hit her, but that allegation didn't come up until she was removed. It wasn't originally a topic of conversation. It was after she was placed, then she came forward with it. I have been begging for monitored communication because unfortunately, the older one wants nothing to do with Lori. I know Lori thinks that she's going to go to prom and she's going to do this. And she's not. She's not welcome.
No.
And
especially after this last thing.
Thank you, B. Gross. Exactly. What, Lily?
I said, especially after this last thing that she's done, no, she's not welcome. I mean, she just drove her daughter further away from her.
Right.
And y'all just, like, honestly, like, I don't understand anybody having a bad week and wanting to give somebody some money for that shit, because it just don't make any sense.
I'll never understand it.
So, anybody that comes over
Rose. I agree.
Don't come over here with no more excuses.
Yeah.
Stand on what you did.
I was
stay there.
I blocked while I was still in the box. I was like, huh? It just didn't make sense to me. And this has been a thing, y'all. And there are creators that were asking questions, and I was just begging, just leave it alone for right now. Like, we were trying to prevent it from becoming a public topic because it's not about Lori. I don't give a single fuck about Lori. But her kids deserve privacy.
Yeah.
Right? And that is why we were trying to, get it back, right?
Well, you're not going to be able to because she doesn't know how to control herself.
Exactly. We are fighting against somebody that doesn't have the same goal as we do. So it was better that we just put it out. And, I hope that people still respect that and keep the girls' stuff off the internet.
Yeah, what makes me so sad is that
I wish
I lost a child. Well, he was grown. He was grown. I see some of these mothers on here that have no respect for their kids, and I would do anything for my kids, and it just.
Right. I'm sorry. I can't imagine. And that's a lot of the reason why I get so mad, right? Because I understand that there are people around here that would give anything.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying? And it frustrates me because these people have such a blatant disregard. You know what I'm saying? It just fucking, it drives me crazy because
they take what they have for granted.
Right.
They're taking it for granted. And the people who are more deserving of stuff than those who are doing the least it's very frustrating, but it's life. It's life. We're not going to change that. We're not going to change her. She's getting more and more like Lisa every day, like openly begging. I saw pieces of lives, and she honestly doesn't care about her kids
at all.
And no amount of $30 is going to make her want to do for her kids. So
right. Also, I do just. I think that it's important to the narrative that Lori is trying to tell people is not factual. It's just not. She's telling people that CPS was there and Andy assaulted. That never happened. Just to try to triangulate the agency in order to make her story credible. That did not happen.
But I will be totally honest with you that the whatever you call it, like the CPS or whatever. Now, I'm 64 years old now, so we're going way back. When I had my kids, my youngest one was very sick at the time, and he was in the hospital like 5 times in 1 month. And I had quit my job to stay home because I didn't want to take him out in the weather because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him and different stuff. Well, this doctor came to me and he said, I want you to give one of your kids up for adoption. I was 19 years old. I said, no, I'm not going to give my kids up for adoption. He said, you don't know how to take care of them. I said, yes, I do. I said, I know how to take care of them. I said, you're not fixing him. You're not telling me what's wrong with him, And then one night I had him at the hospital and he was just 3 years old, and the guy came out and he said, call your family because your baby ain't making it through the night.
Oh my goodness.
So I went in and I talked to the respiratory therapist and he said, it's bad. He said, it's bad. So I went out there. The doctor was sitting behind the counter. I went out there and told the doctor, I said, you can go out and get on the phone and call Philly and have Philly come down here and pick his baby up. And they came down and they picked him up and they found out exactly what was wrong with him. And that doctor called DIFUS on me. And the day I came home to rip up the carpets because we had to tear out everything. The day we were doing all that, DIFUS called me and wanted to come to my house to check my house out. I said, you can come right on over here and help us rip up carpets and everything else.
Right. That's another thing that a lot of people don't necessarily, when you don't have, when you're not doing things wrong, CPS is generally not something to worry about, right? I see people have CPS be called on them for bullshit on the internet all the time. They come in and they leave. Sorry, real quick. I spoke to Benny yesterday and it has Lori triggered as fuck. And is I understand that CPS is a broken system, right? No way, I understand that 100%, right? But even a broken system, okay, is better than some of these situations.
It's eyes on it. It's eyes on it, whether it gets done to our quickness or anything, and here's what bothers me. So I grew up with a dad who was a very public figure, okay? The internet didn't even exist at that point.
Right.
I was in 4th grade when this all started, and it lasted 20 years. I lived in absolute hell because of who he was. And it wasn't even a negative thing.
Right.
Okay? But people who didn't like him or didn't like his views, it was taken out on me because I was the easiest target.
Yep.
All the teachers who didn't like him back when could come for me. I could not imagine being one of their children with the internet to exist, to have this stuff that is never going to go away.
Nope.
The level of embarrassment, because again, I lived in absolute hell because of who my dad was, and it wasn't even on a negative playing field. I could not. I dropped out of school because of it. That's why I opened my business at 17 because of it. But I was lucky. It ended up good for me. You know what I mean? Because I had a backbone. I opened my business. I did these things because school wasn't an option.
I agree. I get it.
Those girls to live with that shit day in and day out and it be on the internet forever. Lori, Lisa, Gabby, you guys should be fucking embarrassed.
Amen.
They should.
Real quick, I see y'all asking about my conversation with Benny. I discussed it in my YouTube live yesterday because I'm about to end. I'm not going to be live for long enough to go through it again. But I absolutely did read the DMs yesterday. Hi, Ange. But that's, and here's the crazy thing. She's telling people that, yes, they were removed for neglect, but because of school. Lori, I will say it again. No matter how you try to tell Andy is so unfit, etc., they're not coming back to you until you complete the things necessary for you to be proven fit. Do you understand me? And the fact, hi, Selfie, the fact that you would rather than be in a place like that when you know what the fuck those places are, okay? Then in a home that they feel safe, loved, is wild to me.
That's crazy.
Crazy to me.
Breaks my heart.
100%. 100%. No, they only took the youngest, y'all. Just and who's winning? Nobody's winning, Lori. You're not winning. The only people that are suffering are your children, you piece of fucking shit.
Every time she cackles, I want to choke her. Every time she cackled, I just want to choke her.
100% her doing. Disgusting behavior.
I guess I never ran across her, so.
You'll be lucky. She's got a playlist on my YouTube. But anyway, I'm sorry.
I have a question real quick, though, because I missed the other drama. What prompted old Gabby to show up?
She just showed up.
Wow.
I know. But she, yesterday, I don't know if you know this because I didn't see the whole live. She was live yesterday and showed a negative HCG result that was taken while she was in the emergency room. So when she came over here, I told her she was a liar.
She is.
And she didn't like that very much. But I showed the HCG thing and I said, you would still have a positive result. And she didn't like that. So she kind of left and went over there and called me a bully.
I heard she was going to get her OBGYN on the phone.
Right. Well, so I did. I told her, she said her OBGYN told her that she would have a negative result. I said, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. That's not, that's not how it goes.
We're going to need credentials.
Right. 100%. So I said, she said she was going to call the doctor. I said, okay, add me on Instagram and I'll take the call.
Did you?
I know she can't do it.
She won't do it. No doctor is going to get on the phone with anybody from the internet to start off with.
She's not going to do it because she can't, Lily Grace.
Well, I know she can't, but they're not going to. Like, her even saying that is crazy.
Yeah, so then she went over to her live and was saying, I'm not going to call somebody on from the internet on the doctor. Of course you're not, because you can't prove it. You know exactly what I'm saying is factual.
Here's the thing, Gabby. Just shut up about it, and it'll all go away.
This will not go away. This is bad.
Well, I know it's bad, but I'm just saying, like, don't make it worse. You're making it worse.
Right.
He's making it worse.
He's making it worse. She was live for hours last night, Lily, and every single fucking thing she said.
Did she get her script again or what?
She lied.
Well, she's not a good liar. None of them are.
No. But she doesn't have the details. There was a couple of it. If you have time, watch the live because she was live for hours last night, and every time she attempted to prove something that wasn't a lie, she literally did the opposite. It was super embarrassing.
That was last night.
Yeah, I watched a piece of today with you on Nookies. He's already got like a little clip up of you two, and she said something about she showed the doctor her veins on her stomach, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Let me show you mine.
Yeah, let me
show
show
yours if you show mine.
Crazy. I am going to also, when I end here, that's what I'll do when I end. I'm going to, do you remember the Dirty Dozen? I'm gonna work something like that out for Gabby to keep her numbers down.
Listen, that's a coordinated
I know
thing.
Right.
And then that breeds monsters.
It has to be fresh accounts because I don't want somebody to lose their account because of it. But I'm going to work out details. I'll buy
I still have my account. I still have my account.
I'll help.
You have a Dirty Dozen account?
Yeah. I still have mine.
Is there anything on it?
Same old shit. But that can be taken care of.
Right. I'll think about it. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it when I end here. I haven't had time to think about the logistics of it all, but I did talk about it while I was live. So, but I think that that's the best way to go about it. We need people in different time zones and such, but it could all be worked out. We did it with Ashley, and there is zero reason for 1,000 people to be in her room, y'all. Because that goes to her head. Because she thinks in her fucking delusional mind that they're there because they like her. It's not the case.
No, she's a train wreck.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm working on it, Wild Goose Chase. I'm trying to think of the logistics of it. But when I end, I'll figure it out.
Channels on YouTube, and then you put it at 1.5 speed, and you can still hear everything.
It's crazy listen, I'm always screaming about watching on replay channels. People just don't, if you
it's so much easier.
Well, maybe you could do that at night. I'll think about it. The ghost in the Pepsi machine. I'll think about it, but I will see you all probably tomorrow. I won't be live again today. But
text me later.
Yeah, I will. I'll talk to you soon. Don't be a piece of shit. Feisty does stream, huh? Feisty does have several accounts as well. If you type in couch time, she might come up. I hope everybody has a good night. Please remember to keep the kids' privacy as much as we possibly can, despite the fact that that complete and total piece of shit of a mother doesn't. But we're better than that, right? I'd like to think so.
It's nice meeting you all, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.
And I hope